It is super late. It's already midnight. But you know what? I don't care. Because we have a lot that we need to talk about in this video. A lot of stuff happened today, and this might be a long video, not going to lie. And for the first time in a late night, I actually want to talk for a long period of time. So let's talk about it. This morning, I met with a real estate agent. She works in another Keller Williams office. She's 19, so she started a year ago. So she was one of those people that started right after high school, and we had a really good conversation, and she gave a lot of awesome information, and something that she said in particular really changed up my entire world, and I'll explain what it is. So she told me, like literally one of the first things we talked about, she converted 3 for sale by owners, and one of them, she never even called the person. She never even heard his voice, and she listed his home. That right there is evidence that the listing previews, that meeting up in person is, and calling is just not necessary. It's not. And for the longest time in my life, I thought that this was so important that I need to make the call. I need to make the contact. And relationship building through calling, I mean, it makes it easier, right? So, I mean, you can call and it's not bad, but you don't need to. You don't need to at all. So I've completely changed up my strategy behind for sale by owners. And I'm going to show you an actual demonstration of what that looks like. Let's go ahead and open up my phone real quick. So I'm not going to read these long texts, but I am going to say, hi there, I'm Nick Ponza with Keller Williams, ND Metro North. I came across your home at 123 Main Street and wanted to introduce myself as a resource. And then I said, I completely respect that you're selling by owner, but if you ever find yourself needing advice, assistance, or even just a second set of eyes, I'd be happy to help. My goal is always to make sure sellers net the most possible, and I'm flexible with commission to make that happen. That's basically the gist of what I used to say. This is what I've been saying for the last 2 months. Now my follow-up is completely different. Hi there, this is Nick Ponza with Keller Williams. Is your home still for sale? This one has had over a 90% response rate. Because of course they're going to say their home is still for sale. So that is when it's great for me to ask, okay, wonderful. Actually, I don't say wonderful because it's not wonderful that's still for sale. They want it sold. So the way I say it is, oh, okay. Can I ask, is there a specific reason why you're not working with a listing agent? I've heard some people tell me, my wife's a lender. I want to save money. I don't want to waste money, blah, 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 blah. And that is the obstacle that I'm trying to overcome right now. But guess what? We're going to find a way to figure it out either way. So it's not like it matters or anything like that. So that completely changed everything. But it's not just that. It's not just the for sale by owners that really made today feel a bit weird. It was my mindset. For the first time in my entrepreneurial endeavor, I really feel like I'm starting to turn into who I'm supposed to be. And now the work that I do is more meaningful. And I have this sense of abrasiveness in my personality now where I no longer feel scared like I used to. I no longer feel terrified. I no longer feel not confident in myself. And it has to do with the fact that, I talked with one of my lenders and she told me that I needed to do a better job explaining why it's better to list with an agent instead of for sale by owner. But set real estate stuff aside, okay? Because we can talk about the real estate tactics all day. But the most important thing is my mindset and who I am as a person and if I'm growing as a human being. I like to think I am. And I also like to think that the month of October being absolutely a hellhole has absolutely made me grow even stronger than I have been before. And this is a result of that. Reaching out to for sale by owners and being direct but being kind. And doing my best to go ahead and provide value to them the best way possible. And just thinking about helping. It's just the most crucial thing ever. On top of that, my future roommate, ended up getting approved for the apartment. So we are going to be moving into a 2-bedroom on December 1st. This background is going to change. It's going to be my bedroom, so I'm going to bring this into my bedroom, and it might be even a more personal experience. But a lot's changing for the better. And for the first time, I shared my YouTube channel on my social media. So if you're watching this from a video that I posted on Instagram, welcome over here. This is the most natural you're ever going to hear me. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not trying to pose as anything. This is literally how I am. And I'm proud to say that. And apparently, a lot of people like seeing my stuff, so that's always great news. I always love the support. I never thought about monetizing this channel, but honestly, if it continues to do better, I'm not going to rule it out. It's not going to say I'm going to change like what I'm saying. No, we're digressing. I can imagine that 2025 so far has felt like a year of beginnings and obviously starting a brand new life in Hamilton County. 2026, I really do think is going to be that is going to be the year for me. Like, in the sense of like, I'm going to get everything I need done, and I'm going to win and become successful. Now, with the idea of being successful, I've been having this weird thought of exerting my creative personality onto the world. And what I mean by that is getting more ideas on writing my first book, teaching classes, showing my music taste to people, writing, teaching people about real estate stuff. But it's not just about real estate. I want to show you the Instagram post I made today, because I think it is the summary of everything I do in my life right now. Let's go ahead and open it up here. I think one of the best things you can get is a love you brother text from one of your best friends. Love that, man. All right. Did I get some likes on here? Oh, fun. All right. Here's my post. My hair looks weird. I'm just going to read it off to you. "100 days." Okay, hold on. 100 days in real estate, and I have made a video almost every night documenting my experience living on my own as a 23-year-old entrepreneur in Hamilton County. I've cried, gotten frustrated, been happy, grateful, and every feeling you can think of, I've recorded it. This journey has been a wonderful experience. Win or fail, I am doing what I truly want to do in my life, and regardless of the circumstances, it's a blessing to be able to say that. Growing up in a middle working class family in a small rural town definitely gave me a chip on my shoulder to become the best version of myself, not just for me, not just for the money, not just for the FU money I want to travel, no, not just for that, but to help people through the things I have learned from others and the wisdom that I have gained in my journey, which is life. My mom, dad, twin brother, older sister, and my friends, and everybody else that has supported me told me to never give up no matter what. And I'm taking that to my grave. Nobody is going to stop me from what I want to do, even if it means periods of pain and suffering. I know that as long as I stick with it and trust in God, everything is going to pay off. I will be able to help so many people through not just real estate, but self-improvement as well. The need to teach what I have learned wakes me up every morning to get to work. This is the product of that. It took me less than 2 minutes writing that. That wasn't a choreographed thing made through AI. That literally came right here because it is what I am. I am motivated by helping others and teaching people what I have learned and sharing my education and helping people in that sense. Whether that be seminars, classes, books, fictional stories, my whole purpose in life is to influence and help people. And real estate is just a part of that for me. I can't stop. I cannot give up. And there's been periods where I hated my life, and that's going to continue to happen because that's just business for you. All I know is that in order to stay true to myself and my purpose in life, it's important that I never give up on my journey. I don't like the idea of the F you money. I don't care for it. And that's not a cope. That is not a cope. Everyone wants the freedom to be able to do what they want to do. But if your goal's in there, it will not stay. You will die one day. And that will mean absolutely nothing. What is something that is going to last forever? Or last forever until the sun expands and then the earth destroys itself, or when stuff happens? Your creations, whether that be children, books, videos, content, materials. You know what's not going to be staying with you? The money, the fame, the car. Stuff that truly does not matter in the life. And that's my opinion. I know some people out there that cars really motivate them, and they love the idea of fast travel and the beauty of vehicles and the design. There's definitely respect to be made there. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is there's so much external stuff in this world, and it is so important to really think about why you get up in the morning and what your big why is. And if you can, try to limit anything that is a noun, or I guess anything that is a physical entity. So like, don't say my mom, my dad, don't say my kids, don't say my brother, don't say my wife or husband. It has to be something that is only specific to you, because then you know that it will never change. For me, it is, I know a person out there that is hurting, that, they want to do better in life, and they, are struggling, or that they want to find a way to cope. And if my stories, or if my real estate services on helping them purchase a home or sell a home is going to help them, then that's my purpose. I'm tired. Let's go to bed, you guys. That's it for this video. I think I made my point very clear. The plan tomorrow is I'm going to go to the gym in the morning. I'm going to wake up later, probably, honestly. And it'll probably be a later day, but who cares at this point? I'm not too strict on waking up early anymore. I'll go to the gym, do my prospecting, do my lead follow-up, call Chance, my editor that used to edit my self-improvement videos, try to give him a call. Edit that Instagram short that I made, and then finish my YouTube video. It should be done by 7 p.m. tomorrow. That's it, guys. We'll go ahead and have day 97 tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll have something posted by then. So good night, guys. Have a great night. See ya.